Hello, my lovely Pisces. Welcome to your 2021 yearly reading. Yes, it's that time of year again. Comes around too quickly. Let's hope that we leave 2020 behind and introduce 2021 as a much more balanced year, more harmony. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Pisces. It's a reading for Pisces sun rising and moon sign for the year. I do a 12-card spread, one card for each month, and of course then I use a second deck to give more depth into the reading. If you would like to book a yearly reading, it will be available to you till the end of January. So if you would like to book a yearly reading that's going to be specific to you, then go to my website and you can book the reading from there. It does fill up quickly, so if you are wanting a yearly reading, then make sure you get in with that, which gives you a really good spread for the year. I'm concentrating on your energy while I am creating your 12-card spread. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. Really appreciate your support. If you haven't already subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will know when I post new videos for you. So we're almost there. This seems like a pretty good spread for you. So let's see. There's your 12 cards, and I'm going to now use the second deck so we'll get more information from you. You know, what I'm getting, the message I'm getting through for you for 2021 is to make sure that in 2021 you give yourself a voice. That's going to seem to be the theme here for you. Give yourself a voice, and that means make sure that your desires, your dreams, what you're wanting, your opinion, in whichever form, in whichever sector of your life it's going to happen in, make sure that you are heard. Make sure that your opinion counts, that you speak your truth. That's what I want to say. You know, that's what's coming through here for you. Speak your truth. I also feel like, Pisces, there's going to be quite a growth spurt in your spirituality, in your spiritual growth. It's going to really go ahead leaps and bounds. So if that's something that you're going to pursue, there is going to be a really strong energy around, a thinning of the veil between the worlds for you, to connect with guides, to connect with your tribe. That's going to be really, you're going to really feel it. You're going to really feel it. Dreams are going to be really active. There's going to be astral traveling. There's messages in your dreams. So all of that's going to really be happening for you in 2021, which is pretty exciting. Okay, so in January, let's have a look at the energy that is there. What are you working with in January? You've got the Ace of Swords. So this is really what's been channeled in the beginning of your reading. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning. This is an air sign, and this is about new knowledge, new learning, thinking, planning. It's the mind. It's working out what you want. It's new learning that's coming up for you, new learning in the spiritual realm, new learning in your work environment, new learning because you're taking a new course of study. There's new learning about yourself. So there's this new start. January, you're going to feel like a new beginning. There's a new start here for you. There's a new way of doing things. There's some sort of turning point that you're going to reach in January. So January is going to be quite a significant month for you. I feel like January is going to be a month that is going to open up new possibilities and new opportunities. What are you going to be thinking? You're going to be processing new projects, new goals, a new you. There's this rebirthing of you coming up in January. This new awakening, which I really like. It's crossed here with the Nine of Swords. So with this newness, these changes that are coming in, this new start, this new beginning, you know, they do say that the most dangerous part of birth is the actual birthing process. That is the most dangerous, and this is what you're going to be reborn. There's this new you coming, and this is you may feel a sense of fear or panic, or you know, you're moving from the known to the unknown. There's this period of transition, so really control your anxiety, really control that nervousness, really control that resistance. It's the resistance that makes change difficult. It's the resistance, you know, of new growth. What are you taking on? What new opportunities are you taking on? Have that courage, have the conviction to do that. So don't allow anxiety to dominate. So really control that aspect of it. Really control that, you know, face your demons. It's like when you're a child, you know, and you've got the monster under your bed. The monster's not really there. It's the child's imagination that is creating that, shadows lurking in the corners of the bedroom. That's the child's imagination. So really don't allow your imagination to create this fear environment, or this fear of something that will never eventuate, because that's going to create resistance, which is going to slow down this growth, slow down this new process of change that's coming in for you in January. So there's a lot of opportunity. Don't allow your resistance and your doubt and your fears to stop you from moving forward. That's the message. Then we've got February, and when February comes, you've got the Page of Cups, and the page is about planning. It's about new emotional planning. So you reach this new emotional state. You're planning for your emotional future. What's going to give you stability? What's going to give you joy? So there's a planning happening in February. This is also about communication over water, communication over distances. So there will be a lot of communication, a lot of toing and froing, a lot of emailing, texting, using technology to communicate over distances in February, together with this planning for a new you, a new emotional you, so that there is growth there as well. So the pages are also about planning. They're also about planning for, you know, you might experience this uncertainty and fear of change in January, but by February you are going to start thinking, well, no, I want this change, this is how I want to be. So there's more of an emotional balance. Those of you that are wanting to have a relationship, have a new relationship, be in a relationship, there's planning towards that as well. So there's planning of emotions. Well, and the cards are falling everywhere here. So let's have a look. Well, this is interesting because, you know, as well as the Page of Cups in February, you've also got, again, the Ace of Swords. You've had that in January. I'm using two decks, remember. So it's interesting because you're still in this phase of new outcomes, of something new starting in your life. So January and February are going to be new months where there's new beginnings, new starts. There's what have you learned? There's this new learning. It could be learning about the self, learning about not having knowledge, new study. It could be learning new skills with a promotion or a new job that's coming up. It could be just learning about yourself and having that new beginning. So the first 2 months of the year are going to be really important to introduce new opportunities, and coupled with that, there's planning that comes into it as well. So you're going to be feeling more emotionally balanced, happier being where you are, being content. Communicate, and for some of you it's communication. So whatever you're planning, whatever you're building, what new things are opening up for you, what new opportunities you're starting, it also entails communication over the internet. So that could be study as well. Maybe you're doing a course over the internet rather than physically going to the location. It's interesting that you've got two Aces of Swords in the first 2 months of 2021, which bodes really well for you. There's new things coming your way. My lovely Pisces, we move into March. Happy birthday to us all. And for those of you that have had a birthday in the last week of February as well, coming into March, this is our birthday month. And this is the start of our birth year. Hooray for us, you know. And the card that you've got here is Temperance. And Temperance is about, you know, feeling really balanced. So harmony and balance and joy is going to be a very big part of March for you. It's important to remain balanced, to find that tranquility, to do things that you enjoy, go for walks, go out in nature, get that harmony, get that peace. Meditate if that's, you know, what you do. Now, meditation takes many different forms. You don't have to sit there cross-legged and you know, meditate. You can, you know, walking along a beach, walking through a park, walking through a forest, walking through the mountains. This is all meditative. It allows you to transcend this reality into just allowing your mind to drift. So balance is going to be very important for you in March because, you know, January, February are going to be pretty full-on months for you of establishing this newness that's around you. And so in March, it's about, okay, let's just collect yourself. Let's find that balance. And it's in that balance that your intuition comes through. So that's going to be an energy that you're going to feel really at peace in March, really at peace with where you're at. And harmony and peace is going to be really important. If you don't have that around you, then you need to go find it. It's something that is within. It's not an external thing. It's something that comes from within. So, you know, it's about finding that. You've also, this is crossed by the Knight of Coins. So Temperance in March, let me get that card. Temperance is in March. It's followed by the Knight of Pentacles or coins, and that's about action. So it's about being balanced, and it's about being and in that being balanced, you're going to be very clear-minded. You're going to be able to see what's ahead, and so it's about taking action. So improving your financial condition, it's about doing now. The first 2 months are about new opportunities and new openings and new starts. And then March comes along and it's time for action, but it's a time for you to be balanced so that you can see where you're going. There is clarity there, clarity of vision, and nights are about moving forward, which is going to see you see an improvement in your financial condition. There's an improvement in finances, which also brings you that peace and that harmony. So that's a really nice energy for March for you. I really like that. Don't be afraid of whatever ideas you've got, whatever plans you want to make, whatever new opportunities have come your way. Don't be afraid to move forward with those in March, because March is a month of forward movement. It's a month of forward movement. So make sure that you embrace that, my lovely Pisceans. Then we've got April, and April you've got the Seven of Wands. And so April's going to be that sort of month of, oh, okay, well, there's going to be some things that you need to deal with. This is sort of not a battle card. This is not a card of, oh, well, there's going to be huge difficulties. This is a card of, oh, well, the tap's dripping, I need to get the plumber. Oh, my car needs to be serviced. Or, you know, there's things that just come up. It's going to be a month of things just coming up that need to be dealt with. Everyday things that come up. And you're going to be successful in doing that. You've got the capability to do that. I don't feel like it's anything that is overwhelming or anything that is hugely difficult. It's just life. So things in life are just going to, happen. They're just going to happen for you, and it's about, well, I'll deal with this and I'll deal with that, and it's nothing that is overly strenuous, but it's like, oh gosh, here we go again. Now what? And so it's just things that need to be dealt with, in many different ways. Okay, then what you've got, the card that's come out for you is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, you see that this is the Seven of Wands. Things that you need to deal with, things that you need to decide on, things that you need to overcome that are not major issues. But you've got this Ten of Wands as well. And this is about, okay, well, in dealing with those things, it's like a realization of, well, I'm capable of doing that. I can do that. I can deal with that. And I do it well. I manage it. and I'm learning how to be independent. I'm learning how to be strong. And so the Ten of Wands is once you've dealt with April, it's a growth that's coming. There's an end to it. It will end. It will end. Those things will all be solved and settled, and you will be able to move on, but you'll be able to move on and recognize your inner strength. You will feel stronger for it. You will have learnt a lot of things about yourself in the meantime, in the process of April. So there's learning there for you, but it will, the Ten of Wands speaks of it's coming to an end. So don't carry with you the burdens of the past. Just take with you who you've become, the stronger person you've become, and how capable you are of dealing with things and doing things. So that's going to be really important for you in April. I don't feel like it's an ominous energy, Pisces. I don't feel like it's an ominous energy. I just feel like it's an energy of, okay, this is life. This, I need to deal with it. I'm not going to run away from it. I'm not going to just sweep it under the carpet. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to get it out of the way. I'm going to, get through this. Then you've got May, and in May there's this spiritual awareness, there's this spiritual enlightenment that you're going to feel your intuition is going to be really strong. This is what I said to you that was channeled right at the very beginning. Your intuition's going to be very, very strong. The development of your spirituality is there. You're going to have a connection to the otherworldliness, to your guides, to your tribe. There's a connection there. You're going to have synchronicities occurring. The universe, your guides are speaking to you. So it's about really finding that space and that harmony to be able to connect. Some of you are going to take on some sort of course or some sort of circle, some sort of spiritual class, reading books, developing your spirituality, your spiritual connection. And for others of you, it's about any decisions and choices you're going to make. Make sure you check in with your intuition, check in with your body. It speaks to you. If you're going to make a choice that is going to excite you, that is going to really make you feel absolutely fantastic, then it's the right choice. If you make a choice or decision and you think, oh, this doesn't feel right, listen to your intuition in May. It's going to be very, very strong. Your dream life's going to be very, very strong. Astral traveling is going to be very, very strong. So make sure that you use that sense, that sixth sense. Use your clairvoyance, use your senses to help you in your decision making in May. Because it won't lead you astray. If you ignore it, well, then you're going to get to a situation of, maybe I should have done it the other way. I should have listened to what my intuition was telling me. So make sure that you do. Make sure you listen to that because, wow, you've got another ace. A year of aces for you, my lovely Pisces. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about a life's purpose. It's about your life purpose. It's about doing something you feel passionate about, doing something you feel enthusiastic about. This is your life's purpose. Now, this speaks to me that your spirituality is your life's purpose. That's what you're here for. As far as the zodiac goes, the Pisces is the 12th sign. It is the end of that cycle. You've gone through all the zodiac signs. You are at that wisdom. That it's a very spiritual sign. So use that because it's going to steer you into developing or finding your life's purpose. First two cards are about opportunities and change and newness, remember. The Ace of Wands is about your joy. What's your joy? That's your joy is your life's purpose. What sings to you? It's about, for some of you, it's about creativity. Now, creativity takes many forms. It's not just artistic. It takes many, many forms. And so that will also bring you in tune with your spirituality, your guides, your spiritual self. So it's about exploring that. This is a really exciting month for you. May is going to be a month of real enlightenment. There's astral travels. There's prophecy that comes through your dreams. Your dreams have purpose. They're telling you something. Don't be surprised if you hear your guides speaking to you, if you see movement, if you've got signs of your guides being around or your loved ones being around. It's going to be happening for you in May. Really exciting. If that's what you choose to develop, remember there's free will. And so you can choose to override this and not listen to it and just move on from it, or you can choose to really get in there and make it work for you. That's your choice. We have choices in this lifetime. Then, Pisces, we're going to go to June. Let's see what's happening in June. So in June, you've got the Hanging Man. So there's growth through sacrifice here. There's growth through sacrifice here. So sacrifice, you know, it could be, I'm going to really work towards my spirituality. I'm going to develop a routine. I'm going to find time in my day to meditate. I'm going to find time in my day for you, for me to do things that I want to do. This is, you know, there could be some sacrifices that you need to make, decisions that you need to make, something that you need to have slide, you know, so that you can make room for what it is you want to do. It's also about things that aren't working out for you in June or haven't worked out for you in 2020 or 2019 or the beginning of 2021, which I doubt. I think it's coming from 2020, and what a year that was. Wow, you know. So through the sacrifices that you made, growth through sacrifice, that's what's happening here. The Hangman speaks to me about perspective. And, you know, when you hang upside down, the world changes. You see things very differently. And so it's about looking at what you've experienced, what hardships you've had, and how you've grown from it. So June, you're really going to be it's a month of reflecting. Let's change perspectives on situations that have occurred, and have a look at how much you've grown and how what has happened to you in the past has brought you exactly to where you are now. And June is going to be that month where you're going to really look at how far you've come, how far you've grown through those hardships, and reflecting in those hardships. You know, there's growth there, absolutely. So it's about sometimes changing your perspective. Oh dear, of that, of growth, it's also going to be a very busy month for you. I feel like there's a busyness around you in June. There's busyness, there's things to do, which is interesting. You've got the Three of Cups as well. And so, you know, wow, there's a celebration in June of how far you've come and what you have achieved, and the strength that you've gained. So there's celebrations coming up for you in June, in the celebration of the self, through your efforts, through your personal sacrifices. A celebration of how far you've come. So that's really positive. That's a really positive thing. I also want to say it's a very, very busy month, and there is celebrations coming up around you in June. There's something you're going to celebrate. So whether it's a wedding, whether it's your wedding, whether it's your engagement, whether it's the birth of a child, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's an anniversary of someone else or a birthday, there's celebrations here for you. There's things that you're going to be celebrating. It could even be celebrating your successes, celebrating how far you've come in that first 6 months. I just feel tremendously positive in the first 6 months, to the point where I'm feeling quite excited. You know, my guides are making me feel really excited for you. So that's absolutely fantastic. Don't forget that it's what you do with what life has presented to you. Okay, it doesn't mean everything's going to fall into place. This is what life is presenting to you. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it that is constructive? What are you going to do with it to improve your lot, to move forward? Because you have 3 aces in the first 6 months of 2021, and that is quite significant. Then we get to July, and July, it's about the 7 of Coins, the 7 of Pentacles. This is about being patient and allowing the fruits of your labour to come to fruition. Don't pick fruit off trees before it's ripe, because it will be sour. Allow it to ripen and it will fall to you. What is yours will come to you. So there is rewards here for you on there's a financial turn. There's rewards financially coming to you that are a result are a direct result of the fruits of your labor. It's a direct result of what you have been doing. What have you set up? What changes do you want to bring into your life? What have you had the courage to put into action? What have you had the courage to do? Don't forget that when that first introduction, when I was channeling information, it was about giving yourself a voice. Giving yourself a voice, and that it doesn't have to be the spoken word. It can be through your actions. What are you doing for yourself? Giving yourself a voice in order to improve your situation, because that you're going to start seeing improvement in July, and that's going to be directly proportional to the efforts that you've put in the first 6 months. That's crossed with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a soulmate, is destiny. So to me, your financial situation and its improvement is destined to be. It's something that is preordained. It is going to happen. The intensity with which that happens is going to depend on the efforts you put in. That's where our free will comes in. Okay, that's where our free will comes in. For those of you that are looking for a relationship, there's a discovery of a soulmate here in July. There's that energy is around, so really get out there and really utilize that energy of looking for a soulmate, finding your soulmate. A soulmate can also be a romantic partner, but it can also be a friend, it can be a family member. It can be a child. It can be, it's someone that you have a very strong connection to, someone that is there for you. If you're in a relationship, then it's a solidifying of that relationship, a realization of the importance of that relationship. But primarily, the energy that's there is that what is going to unfold for you on a financial basis in July is preordained. It's predestined. It's something that's going to happen. So really work in the first 6 months. Really find what brings you joy. What is your passion? What's there for you? In August, a lot of new starts here, Pisces. You've got the Fool. The Fool is the first card in the tarot deck. And so the journey begins. So from August, second half of 2021, so your journey begins. This is your journey. This is your journey. And what is going to unfold for you. Have the courage to move forward. Have the courage to leave the baggage behind, and that's what was spoken to you in May. Leaving the past behind and taking with you only what is beneficial to you, what wisdom you've gained, what knowledge you've gained, and take that with you in moving forward. So August is going to be a month of new beginnings. A month of a new start here for you. And that can be a new start in business, a new start in work, a new start in your life. New beginning, new start. Do it joyfully and have the courage to step forward. Even if you don't know what lies ahead, just move forward. Let the future unfold for you. Really important. You've got 2 cards here. I'll give you 2 cards you see, this tells me August is going to be also a very significant month. You're going to have a lot of very significant months. So, in moving forward, this is a journey of self-discovery. This is you, male or female. This is you. This is Pisces. This is you really stepping into your own. So this is a journey here that's going to start, and it's about you. It's about a journey of self-discovery. It's a journey of increasing your intuition, connecting with your guides, connecting with spirit, this journey of spiritual growth for you. Coming into your own, being confident. Queens are always confident. They're nurturing, they're loving, but they're also confident that the future is there for them. It will unfold. I feel real excitement here for you for August. I really feel like, wow, I can't wait for August to get here. There's something that's really going to, I want to say, explode. It's just going to, fireworks are going to happen here in August. It's going to be a really exciting month. The second card that came out in this, when I was shuffling this, was the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is an Aries, Sagittarius or Leo, male or female, that is going to play quite a significant part for you. So whether it's someone that you've met in July with the Two of Cups, there's someone that's already around you. This is sun, rising or moon sign, but this is someone that has got a very good head for business, is very passionate, is full of energy, full of drive, sets goals, is always thinking, always moving forward, is very, very supportive of you. And you're going to be working very closely with this person. They're around you, and they're extremely supportive. So that you're going to have a lot to do with that person as well in August. So then we have September. September, you've got the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. And this is about, first of all, it's about being really strong and confident. You've got strong financial foundations here in September. You're going to feel very confident. You're going to feel very sure about your future and how you're moving forward and what you're doing in your future. For some of you, this could also be a male or female sun, rising, moon sign. This is Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, someone that's very earth. But you will also feel very earth, which is very different to the rest of the year where you've had a lot to do with water signs, a lot to do with spirituality, a lot to do with spiritual growth. This is, really strongly, I feel like the energy that's around you here is one of being really earthed, really confident, and knowing the plans that you're going to make in moving forward. So it's a month of really being confident about your decisions and choices. There's decisions and choices for you to make in September, and feeling really confident about those decisions and choices that are there for you, because it's going to come with a lot of thinking, a lot of planning. You're going to be very grounded about the planning and the direction that you're going to take in September and for the rest of the year. So you're putting things in place here. Swords is about the mind. Pentacles and Coins are about being grounded and knowing that whatever it is you choose to do, it's going to happen, it's going to unfold, and have that security, have that knowledge, have that feeling really, you're going to feel so confident in September. So really set your plans in September. In October, you've got the Star, and the Star is about, stars are up high in the sky, and so it's about, again, looking at things in a different light and a different perspective, standing back from a situation. I feel like if there's any arguments or anything that's going to happen that is going to be, you might be hearing or seeing two people have an argument, just stand back from it. Look at it from a distance. Look at it from a different perspective. Don't get involved if anything comes up for you in September. It's also about, if you're feeling uncertain about where you're going and what you're doing, and oh gosh, have I made the right decision? Stand back from it. Be the neutral observer. Look at it from different perspectives. Look at situations from different perspectives. So you're going to be asked in October to look at situations from different perspectives. It's also about wish upon a star. Wish upon a star. What intuitively do you wish for? What is it that you want to achieve? What do you want to do? So it's really about also working out what it is you want to do. And if you think, oh, well, that can't happen, stand back from it. Look at it from a different light. If you've tried to achieve something and it hasn't worked, maybe you need to stand back from it and look at it in a different way. Tackle it from a different angle. That's what you need to be looking at here. The next card that I get here is the Six of Swords. And so to me, you see, there's a transition happening here in October. You're moving from one thing to one situation to another situation, but you're supported in this. You're guided in this. You are going to calmer waters. You're going to happier times. There's some sort of change in your situation here in October, whatever that may be for you. But you're going to do that in a way that is supported. So there's other people there in that boat with you. The boat is your life. And so you're moving from one situation to another. For some of you, there's some sort of travel across water that's going to be, you're either planning it in October for the future, or you're going on some sort of holiday or trip as well in October. So that's an interesting energy that's there for you in October. November. Oh dear, this is funny, isn't it? So you're still traveling in November, but in this one here, this is about traveling to new situations, new ventures, is there a new job? a new business, a new opportunity. You're moving to something new, but you're taking with you all the knowledge, all the skill that you've learned. And this is what you've learned in January and February. See how these cards play out? I love it. Where that start of new learning happens, use that energy, because then in November you're going to use what you have learnt to take you to where you need to go, to where you wanted to go, the plans and goals that you've set. So you're going to arrive. You're going to be getting to where it is you want to be. With confidence, with, it's solid. You're going to feel emotionally calm about your choices and decisions that you've made. Gee, I love this, Pisces. Look, you had the Fool. Where did you have the Fool? Let me find him. You had him in August. Well, you've got him again in November. And so, this transition, this journeying to a new situation or a new place, it could be a relocation, living somewhere differently, new job, whatever transition or move you're making, it's going to lead to new opportunities. Again, so there's another new start. It's like you're walking up these stairs and you get to this plateau, and then you walk up more stairs and you get to another plateau. So August is walking up these stairs. Here's the Fool. There's a plateau. Walking up more stairs. There's another plateau. There's another Fool, and there's another new start. So it's a year of new beginnings for you. I've got to say, 3 aces, 2 fools. It's absolute, and 2 of these 6 of swords, which is transitions, which is moves, which is changes of situations. So November's going to hold for you a whole lot of opportunities for another new start, another new discovery, another new situation for you that you've planned for, that you've worked towards. And I feel like it's a real energy of change coming for you in November. There's movement, there's change coming for you. And then we get to December. And December, you've got the Knight of Swords. And so it's about taking everything you've learned in 2021 and let's charge ahead into 2022. This is about fearlessly moving forward into 2022 and grabbing those opportunities. You're so ready to tackle whatever comes your way. So you're so ready to move forward come December. I love it. Moving forward come December, which is fantastic. Fearlessly moving ahead, Pisces. Fearlessly moving ahead. It's a month of decisions. So you've got choices and decisions coming up for you in December. Don't be afraid to make them. Do them with courage and do them with conviction and bravery, and make those choices and decisions. It's about collecting data, collecting the information, researching, and so the decisions are not going to be hard. I feel like there's more than one decision. There's quite a few choices and decisions opening up to you, and these are opportunities for you. So whether you have been going for job interviews and there's making a choice of which job you want, do you want to go for a promotion? It's a time. December's going to be a time of opportunity that's going to bring a lot of change, that's going to steer you into and move you through into 2022 with a lot of energy, a lot of energy and a lot of bravery. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, Pisces. So that is your year that's unfolding for you in 2021, and what a year that is. What a year that is. I'm now going to use my Dreamtime reading cards because I love these. They're very Australian, in celebration of Australia. And let's see what card comes out for you to see what is the year in summary, if you like. The year in summary. Okay. Let's have a look what card come up. There it goes. Let's see what that is. So, what have you got? The native bee. Prosperity. How amazing is that? The native bee. The native bee is a stingless honeybee that is indigenous to Australia. A very busy bee. They work every day to collect honey and go around to different flowers, and so they're busy. The honeybee speaks to you of career, development of spirituality, plans, business, and it speaks of prosperity, which is exactly what's coming up here in 2021. But it's about finding your joy, finding your life's purpose, and doing it every single day, working on it every single day, working towards your final goal, like the honeybee, and really bringing to you what your hard work allows or brings to you. I'm going to read this because this is really a lovely card. I'm going to read it to you. Let me find it through my book. There it is. Right, let's see. I'm going to read it because it's really lovely. Okay, so the native bee represents sweetness, hard work and prosperity. The little bee goes about each day doing the same thing, visiting the beauty of native flowers while fertilizing and ensuring the longevity of the landscape. Your career, study or just a hobby will prosper when you find out what makes you truly happy and then do that thing every day. You will not find satisfaction from overnight success or a windfall of wealth. The native bee offers you the riches that come from quiet, solid achievement. If you're unhappy at your current job, the native bee shows up to encourage you to start thinking about changing your career or studying something that makes you truly happy. If you are already doing something you love, pay attention to the details and commit some of your time to doing it every day and be assured the results, prosperity and true wealth will come. Well, Pisces, if that doesn't summarize your reading, I don't know. It just summarizes the year so well. Okay, so I'm going to also draw from the Angels of Abundance, which I always do, as you know, and see what they have to say for you for 2021. Let's have a look at what they have to say for 2021. I really like that native bee. Oh, that flew out, that native bee story too. That was absolutely fabulous. Quiet retreat. Let's see, quiet retreat. Let's see what that says. It's time, well, I should show you the card first. There you are. Quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. That speaks to you of what's said this year is for 2021 as well. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Well, that's already come up for you in your yearly reading. Fantastic. Sums it up really beautifully. If you are interested in having your own personal yearly reading for 2021, then the offer for that is available till the end of January. You'll find the link to order that reading on my website, and you'll find the link to my website below. Fills up very quickly, so if you want to do that, make sure that you get in to be able to get your reading. I wish you many blessings. I wish you a joyous, a prosperous, a peaceful and a productive 2021. Many blessings to you, Pisces.